You know there's PNG avatars that some YouTubers use? Well, I'm trying to update my own, and it has got to be one of the most ambitious things that I've ever made. Essentially, I'm trying to make each of the poses for my avatar animated and allow for the clothing of each pose to be swapped out with other pieces of clothing without impacting the animations. This can actually be done with a software I bought a while ago called Spine 2D using a skins feature, but I cannot understate how much trial and error there was, given that while I have grown relatively familiar with Spine, I have never done something like this before. I had to redo like each step of the process like maybe 3 different times, and you'll never believe that what felt like the longest part of the process was just naming the folders right in Photoshop to properly import them into Spine. I also wanted to have this authentic line boil, but quickly realized that that would require me to draw each layer of, at one point, each pose 3 separate times, which would make file organization even more of a headache than it already was. I did set up the avatar so that there would be 2 sets of the same poses, one for sitting, one for standing, along with giving the head 2 positions, one up, one down, which also meant having double the sets of eyes, eyebrows, mouths. This was a terrible idea. Why did I do this? And through all that, I'm finally at the last stages of animating the poses, and I'm honestly reconsidering doing any of this for reasons that are outside of the process at all. While I do have several reasons, I feel like the main one is just the basic concern that this moving avatar will be too distracting to whatever it is I'm talking about. I feel like part of the charm of these PNG avatars is the minimal movement. I feel like the poses and expressions of the character itself are a lot more important than how the character moves. Additionally, I realized I wasn't able to utilize Spine to do certain things that I originally intended on doing, and I honestly don't like the idea of compromising on those things. But what do you guys think? Is this like the most overcomplicated thing that I've ever done? I think it might be, honestly. Yeah, I don't think I needed to do any of this.